Hello all, welcome to Only Stupid Answers. My name is Sam Basher.
And I am DJ Woldridge most of the time.
Most of the time. And guess what, gang? We're going to be talking about the first 3 episodes of Season 3 of Young Justice. We finally got it.
We only had to wait. How long did we have to wait?
Not as long as people think. When I found the show...
It was only like 12 years.
It was maybe 6.
Okay. That's still a long time. That's still a long time.
Yeah.
But we're finally getting Season 3, thankfully, for the DC Universe app. I will say I kind of wish I'd rewatched the show prior to, because there's a lot of characters, there's a lot of plates moving, and this does a good job of reintegrating you. Mm-hmm. But it's like, I feel like I should have watched seasons 1 and 2 prior to. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they'll do this on the app. There wasn't even like a previously on Young Justice. It was like, nope, we're just going right into it.
Which, to be fair, season 2 did that too, and they're like 5 years later. I was like, well, we're gonna have to play catch up.
What's happening?
Yeah.
So when this is, we actually start right where season 2 left off, and then we jump ahead 2 years.
There you go. Yeah. And just so you know, and this is for us to remember too, this is spoiler-free
discussion of the first 3 episodes of Young Justice exclusively on the DC Universe app.
The creative team behind season 1 and 2, Greg Weisman, and I'm going to pull up the other gentleman's name. They're back, and the voice talent's back as well, and the art style. And man, am I happy! Yeah. Just overall, like you guys can see our reviews of Titans from the DC Universe on our channel, and I've been honest about how I felt. And I'll be honest right now, I really wish this was the first show that they launched with, because it's like, hey, remember the show that like you begged for? Well, we brought it back and we nailed it. Like, honest, like there's my quickie review of this. I think they nailed it. I think I am so invested immediately, and I've been thinking about it on the way over here. I'm like, is that just because of nostalgia, or is it because this is like really good? And I think it's because it's real good.
It is really good. I will say that this version of Young Justice is not as family friendly as the original Young Justice cartoon was. This skews. It's not like Titans, like people aren't dropping that bomb or anything. Mm-hmm. But there is significantly more child murder.
Yeah, there is. So buckle up for that one.
There's a good chunk. It's not graphic except for one in episode 3. Be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, but it'll get you.
But conceptually, there's a lot more child murder. The major plot this season is there's major metahuman trafficking. Leaving not just on Earth, but in the galaxy from Earth. And you're like, what does human trafficking mean? Well, people are finding out if kids have the metagene.
By kidnapping
them. They're finding out, and then if they have it, they activate it, which looks like a straight nightmare. And then they're using them as soldiers throughout the galaxy. And the tease that we got at the end of season 2 and the tease that we're getting throughout the show is that Apokolips is involved.
Yes, and the Light, which is the established villains from season 1 and 2, which is just all
Legion
your DC
of Doom,
baddies.
Basically, yeah.
But the Light, that's a kind of a fun. If you want to make it your own, it is Legion of Doom.
Yeah,
which I think
also would they call themselves in the reality? Would they call themselves the Legion of Doom, or like something scary like that?
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we're the good guys.
No, they call it the Light, and it's great. And you also get to expand not only like the intergalactic, like
planetary.
Yeah, love that song. But not only are you going to see more of the intergalactic side of the Young Justice like universe, but you're also going to be learning more about Earth itself and like how it's dealing with this, because it seems like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like just at being a parent, like this is scary. Just kids are just being scooped up and experimented on, and really no one really has a plan to fix it. And there is, I think it's fair to say that there is a time jump, so that gives you some time between seasons.
There's 2 years. There's a 2 years between the seasons, and I would say these first 3 episodes are actually primarily focused on Earth and primarily espionage focused.
Which is cool. Which is the whole point of what they had pitched in the show for what the team was supposed to be. It's the covert ops side of the Justice League. They send in their younger operatives who can get in and get out really quick. And I forgot how cool they really lean into espionage in these first 3 episodes, and it makes me extremely excited. But also, we're introduced to a new side of the DC Earth universe, like we've mentioned before, Markovia, which is in the comics, and also its royal family. Which, are you familiar with what this gentleman's name is?
Brion. Geo-Force. Yeah, he's most prominently known as a member of the Outsiders, which this season's called Young Justice Outsiders, so it makes sense that he would be involved. He hasn't made a lot of waves from what I know outside of that. He's not exactly one of my favorite characters, but this show did a good job of making me more invested in his struggle.
I think they did the same thing with Blue Beetle, where they made, with season 2, Blue Beetle is the star of that. He is the MacGuffin of the entire season, just trying to solve and figure out, like, just and learn more about their entire world. And it looks like when it comes to like this meta-human trafficking, he is their like link to that world and that
what's
thread.
going on there.
And what
we
they
also
need to
spent
do.
a lot of time. I think we have a Black Lightning in there. We also spent a lot of time with Jefferson Pierce. Yeah. So this is him in his covert suit, and without spoiling anything, Black Lightning's going through some stuff.
Yeah, but I do like
he's
that,
struggling
because in the first 2 seasons he's kind of there. He's kind of there, and we get a tease at the end of season 2 of him mentoring Static, which very cool.
It's very cool. It does not pay off here, but it is very cool.
Well, I mean, we do have like 23 episodes, so but we'll be able to hopefully get to see a little bit of that. They usually are pretty good at like fulfilling those kind of like that wish fulfillment. Those storylines we always want to see. And we also, it's fun to check in to see where everybody's at. One person who's doing really well in the entire universe is our boy Beast Boy.
He's having some fun.
This is a promo photo they released. Good World Studios, good for Garfield, and he's like his comic book counterpart, he is getting into the entertainment world, and he is doing okay. Looks like he's doing...
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Yeah. Also, friend of the show, which I'll keep vague, so it's a fun surprise, so if you guys can keep an ear out for her, but she does make an appearance in one of the first 3 episodes, so when you see her, tweet at her and let us know when you catch it, because it'll be a fun Easter egg for you.
100%.
It made me very happy, and it also was just like surreal that it's one of our friends. So... made me happy.
Yeah.
But also the overall story, like you said, it's more serious. This is it's been serious in previous seasons, and season 2 definitely ends on a more serious note comparatively. But this is
it's a little more graphic.
Yeah.
And again, not
too
crazy,
much.
but like it's definitely. You might want to keep an eye on the youngins watching this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And with this, I enjoy that it seems like the focus with this, specifically Brion, like it's about what it's like to get metahuman abilities, which the other seasons, everyone's just kind of had them. Like there hasn't been really a rookie besides like Miss Martian. She knew what to do. Superboy kind of already knew what he needed to do because he knew he was supposed to be Superman. So he kind of knew his gambit of abilities. But everybody else, like they're going through it, and it definitely looks like a nightmare. But I do enjoy like how controlled and like how I like to see where our characters have come from the past 2 seasons. Like they're adults, like they know what they're doing. They're leading the team. It's cool to see where like Calderon is at and where Connor's at and Miss Martian.
Yeah, we've got our main team of espionage is
there it is.
Nightwing, Beast Boy, and Artemis, although she has a new code name, which I don't remember. Tigress. Is it still Tigress? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She took over her covert name when she was undercover with the Light.
Yeah. Because I think they also mentioned an Arrowette. There's some drama within the Justice League that'll looks like it'll go down some interesting paths. These first 3 episodes are kind of like setting up the threat, setting up our heroes' goals, and kind of setting up. You said we got 24 episodes?
23.
23.
You
Nice.
know what? Hey, I'll double check because you guys will tell. You guys will let me know if I got it wrong. But we're getting a healthy amount of episodes for this. Also, makes sense. It's also a similar order of like 12 to 13 episodes because they're 20 minutes. So it's 12 to whatever. I'm gonna keep rambling. All right, it's really good. But talking about new metahumans that we get this season, we also are introduced to a character that I'm extremely interested to learn more about, Halo.
Yes.
Which we have a picture of her right here. Her abilities are, I've never read this character before, so she is.
And I think there are some new additions. Let's phrase it that way. There are some new additions to her ability set.
Wow, 26 episodes.
Wow, that's nuts.
Yeah, that makes guess what, gang? That makes me really happy. Also, we're introduced to a new threat, which is from the comics, I believe, Plasmus. Correct? That's or a name for this character. It's your classic lava monster. We have a picture of him, and you know what? You've had your lava monsters in I've had lava monsters in my fair share of media, and they've never made them more scary and more tragic than in this.
Definitely tragic.
Episodes.
There's a lot of tragedy in these first few episodes,
and a lot of political intrigue, which I've been getting into recently. I love it. It's pretty.
It's
working for me.
And something the show does a really good job on, and continues to good job on is reshuffling some stuff from the comics. Like the Lex Luthor's role is similar to things he's done in the comics, but is more pertinent to the situation we've got going on.
And a lot of you get a lot of D and C listers just introduced in the background.
Yeah.
And it's cool that there's still milestone characters.
There's a few nods to some milestone characters it makes me happy.
Yeah, because if you guys don't know with DC Comics, it's just weird.
Yeah, it's a weird relationship they have with those characters and whether they can be integrated or not integrated. And so it's cool that this show, at least in these first couple episodes, is able to use some of those characters.
Yeah, not prominently, but they're there. They're there, and that makes me happy. And also plenty of new characters. If you're fans of CW shows, you'll see some characters that you recognize, or if you're just classic DC fans, you'll be like, oh, there's that person, that person, which makes me happy. Also, classic like Young Justice fans, you're going to see more characters that you probably recognize.
Yeah, if I were to give one critique to this show, and it was a critique for Young Justice originally as well, is there is a lot going on. There is a lot of characters, there are a lot of things happening, and so on an episode to episode, usually by the time you get to the end of the season, you see the bigger picture, but episode to episode is like, wow, there's a lot to keep track of.
Yeah.
And so sometimes some characters that you like more might not get the attention that you want them to because they're doing 15 other things at once. So it's a minor criticism, but I'm very excited to see where the rest of the season goes.
I like that they're not being cagey. They're just kind of like, they're just going. And also, man, I didn't like a lot of the times when shows like shows that you really wanted to come back, you're like, Veronica Mars is getting a movie. I never saw it, and I never watched the show.
I like the movie, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So bad example.
Yeah.
What's a better example? Heroes. That was a turd. That was very bad, and it made me feel bad for liking the original show, and I stuck through all of it, gang. I know you guys quit. I didn't.
Yeah, I quit in season 3.
Oh yeah, I stayed the whole time. They only got one more season, so you weren't missing too much.
I bailed early in season 3.
But it's nice to say for you guys, when this show does come out on DC Universe, you're gonna probably at least 99% of you are gonna be happy. It's
100%. If you're a fan of the original show, you're definitely going to be happy. But again, if you're thinking like, oh, this is a great time to introduce my young kids to this, maybe you don't.
Hey, you're teens. Yeah, remember when that one political guy was like, all of our kids and teens are being taken? You're like, no politician would say teens.
Yeah.
Teenagers, but so you know who this show's for. It's a little bit of a darker theme, a little bit more violence, but it's more like it's light. It's used to kind of punctuate like a few scenes and not overly used. So that makes me happy, and I'm just really invested. I'm very much invested in this show, and we got to see this early, so thank you again. But that also bums me out because we have to now wait
till we can actually talk about it with other people. But if you want more of these reviews, tune back in 2019, in January when our Super TV comes back later in January, and we'll be discussing these shows on patreon.com/onlystupidanswers.
There is a tab, if you see on the side of our Patreon, that says Super TV Showdown. You guys can click there and see all of our past episodes. We talked about Titans, Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Inhumans. I always got to say it. Gifted, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Lucifer, Gotham.
A bunch of stuff.
We won't be, but we have a co-host, Roxy. She's great. She's going to be talking about it. She got you covered. Don't worry.
So stay tuned for all that. Sam, what would you rate these first 3 episodes 10. As a whole?
10.
10. Nice.
Yeah. If I have... Nope, 10.
10,
I was
nice.
I'm not even really saying that from a fan. I just mean like entertainment value, new characters, focusing on old ones.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very happy that Black Lightning gets a lot of story in here.
Yeah.
Hopefully we see an upswing from his character, but also you get to learn more about him and his backstory. So if you're watching Black Lightning right now on CW, you'd be like, that's a spoiler-free way of saying something, which makes me happy.
Yeah, so I would give these episodes an 8.5. It's really cool to have these shows back. I think these are really solid opening episodes, and I'm really excited to see where they go. And it's cool that Greg Weisman and Brandon Vitti and Sam Register and all the voice cast are back for this one, plus some friends.
Yeah, plus some friends.
Yeah,
I forgot how much Bart Allen's voice is so specific.
Yeah, it's Max from Goof Troop.
From Goof Troop,
well, the Goofy movie. Yeah.
And so hearing that voice, it just gave me a lot of, that's nice. That makes me feel good.
You'll get a lot of those feelings, except when it comes to the child murder.
Yeah, you're gonna. we'll talk about it, which is going to be exciting. Also, there's another Bat family member that I'm excited to talk about, but we can't right now because they're not in the trailers, and you're going to have to watch it when you see the show. But gang, let us know what you think in the comments down below. How excited are you? Rate it 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being... you shouldn't comment because we all want positivity here, I'll tell you. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know other things on Twitter at OnlyStupidAnswers.
Yank out the vowels from stupid. You can also go to onlystupidanswers.com to keep track of all the stuff that we're doing, and patreon.com/onlystupidanswers for our exclusive content where these reviews will be in the future.
Yes, and at Sam Basher.
At DJ Talks Trash.
Everywhere that matters. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.